That is how I made my first 50k after school. Like after school, how I made my first 50k. Please support me by clicking that red button to subscribe to my channel, and also there is a small bell beside. Click on that red button on the bell so that you get notification, instant notification to all of my videos. And guys, it is free. Like, please, it is free. Just support me and support the ministry. You understand? Yeah, we don't put offering, we don't pay tithe. The only offering you pay and the tithe is just to click that red button and then you click your post notification. Let the ministry grow. Okay, today I am so excited. Like, I am so excited. You know, when you leave school and your next thing is to go to secondary school, but that part is another section for another day. That's just so I was so excited to go to university, but realizing that the means is not there for me to actually go, so I had to try other things for myself. I was doing it before, but how it started after we finished writing the GCE exams. During this period of us waiting for our exam, I think the last subject we wrote was maybe physics, chemistry, something like, I cannot remember. So that was the last subject. After that, I had to pack my things and I went back to meet my parents. So when I went there, I met my mom. I was like, Mom, please, I want to do business, but you know, I just left school 5th year, I don't get them. So please try and give me something. So my mom gave me money, which is about 20k, that I should use that money to start a business with it. So I followed one lady back there. She was doing this business of kanda. She used to buy kanda. Nigeria, they call it pomo. Yes, she used to buy kanda, burn the kanda, soak it in water, wash it, carry it to the market and make sales. That's interesting, right? Yes. So I used to follow her and come to Kumba, buy this kanda from Kumba, and then go back and sell in the village. So she buys a lot of it and she already has her customers in the market. So when she comes, she just go to the customer straight away, buy, and then bam, that's fine. And I don't know, can I say she was helping me or not? I don't want to talk about that part in this video. So I followed her for some time. I realized that we go to the market together. She's making much sales. I'm making much sales as well. At the end of the day, when I come back, I want to calculate how much I've made as gain, my transport and all this. I realized I was losing and I was like, I was not making much gain. And there are sometimes I'll go to the market. I'm a hustler. Like, I'm a hustler. There are sometimes when I go to the market, at the end of the day, I will not finish the kanda. I have to bring the kanda home. I will try. My father introduced me, like my father, when it comes to business, my father has taught me a lot. My father will say, okay, take this remaining kanda. You can make kanda sauce and then give it to your junior brother to go and sell. So I'll do that and then they'll sell. I did that just about 1 or 2 times. After that, I realized that the kanda was not actually my thing. It was not giving. Yes, it was not giving. Regarding the fact that back there in the village, everyone wants to eat bembonga, everybody wants to eat a crayfish. Who wants to buy kanda for 500? Kanda for 500 is just something that, oh my god, excuse me. Kanda for 500 is actually something which is very, very small, and who would like to remove their 500 francs and buy just very small amount of kanda? You get the point. So everybody wanted to eat crayfish and bonga, those kind of things. Though we had other people that were eating kanda, but they were not really like, they were not many, if I can say it that way. So after some time it was not going, let me just get it short, it was not going. I had to stop it. Now I was buying tomato, pepper, garlic, ginger, onion, you know, all these stuffs. I buy them, then I still go and sell. And at this time the roads were getting bad. No Kumba road going to my village. Do you want to know the name of my village? That road was so bad in a way that you can pay transport 3,000 to 4,000 from just for one trip. And then if you're carrying luggages, I mean, your price has to increase. I tried that business again. I was still waiting for my result at this time. So my results were to determine if I have to go back to high school or I was to go back to the university. Like, guys, if you can relate to this video, let's relate in the comment section. So I tried this tomato and other this business. It was not sticky, it was not going. Things were getting bad, tomato rotting at this point, and I was like, okay, fine, let me do other things. Then now what happened was that I used to fry akra, banana, and I still sell as well, right? I fry crab banana and I sell that crab banana, and I was making much money from it. I was making much sales from it, and I just realized I don't even have a crab banana video on my channel, which is very bad. I'm going to share with you. So I used to fry a crab banana and I sell this crab banana. I was also making money. But at this point, then I also went. I was buying fufu. I used to buy fufu, this fufu, water fufu, already processed water fufu. Then I would come and retail it and sell as well. So I did a lot of small businesses. You get it? I did a lot of small businesses. Now all these businesses that I was doing, I was trying to raise money for myself, so that when I go to the university, because I was aware that going to the university will require a lot from me, like new clothes, new underwear, new shoes, keeping my room beautiful, keeping my room good, and all these things. You get? So all of that was already in my mind. So I was just preparing myself. That's why I was doing these small businesses and saving myself some money. So after I came to realize that business was not going, then at this point my GCE result, my advanced level results were already out. At this point, my father asked me to bring all the that's another story time. Why I didn't go to university? If you want to know, just let me know. Just click in the comment section. See, I will give you that gist. So at this point, I realized that I won't be able to go to the university, and because I had quit business and I was now in the farming sector, where I was broking cocoa. That's people come and hire me, I'll go and broke their cocoa for them, and then they will pay me. You get? That's what I was doing. People come and hire me, I'll go and break their cocoa, I'll make sales. Like my mother was, the money my mother gave me for business, I gave her money back, and I told her I'm no longer going to do business again, because I've realized that business is not going. Everybody is looking for cheap things, and you know, in the village people just concentrate on their own things. And then I realized that I don't want to do business again. Let me focus on farming. They say when you go to Rome, you must do what the Romans do. You get a point. So I had to now realize that I will not go to the university. I was like, okay, fine. At this point, I'm not going to the university. And also at this point, I'm not going to stay in this village. Because in this village, nothing is nothing is going. You get it? I do business, it's not going, and I can't stay in the village at my early age and become a farmer. Like farmer, this skin so farmer. So I was like, okay, fine, I won't be a farmer. But for me not to be a farmer, I will have to do something for myself, so that I can raise money for myself to go to town. So what happened was that I gave my money, the capital she gave me back, and then I had to do enter that farmer full time. So when somebody comes and hire you, the person is going to give you 500 francs. That 500 francs is your feeding money. You can buy your food, you know, before you go to the farm. You grow cocoa. That time one base in cocoa, they used to take 700, 800 francs. So when they hire me like that, where I think 3 of us, I had me, Grace, Auntie Vera, and some other village people, which I don't know if she's going to watch this video. Any of them is going to watch this video. Anyways, so we were going together. You know, when they give me 500 francs, I'll rather prepare my food in the house. You get the point? I'll prepare my food in the house, put it in my flask, and carry it to the farm, and then I'll save that 500 francs. Maybe I can break 2, 3, or even 4 basins a day. One basin is equal to 800 francs. So in a day, if I can have 2, 3, or 4 basins, that's about 8 plus 8, 16, 3,200 francs for 4 basins in a day. Some days I'll have just 3 basins, which is 2,400, which is not small. So I had to break cocoa corns, in short, steadily for a period of 1 month. And when I'm going to the farm, when they give me money, 500 francs, I'll just go and put it inside my cup. If I'm not going to use it to buy anything like maybe Maggi, salt, or fish to prepare my food, I'll just go and save the 500 francs. Now when they pay me after breaking cocoa as well, I'll go and save that 500 francs. The money, my payment, maybe it's 2,000, 2,500, 1,500, 3,000, I will save it. So I was saving this money. Then October, now that was in September. I started breaking code from September to October. So ending October, around October 23rd, that's when how I left the house. I'll tell you that story in another video as well. If you also want to know how I left my father's house to finding my purpose, let me know in the comment section. So anyways, this is my office. I will not show you in this video. So that was how all the money I was accumulating from farming, I gathered all the money, and I realized that it was 56,000 francs. So this was how I actually made my first 50k. So why is it that I say 50k? Was because that 50k was the exact amount of money which I left the house with. But this other 6,000 francs I used to pay transport, buy this one, but exact that I raised for that month, it was 50k from farming. You get a point. So this was actually how I made my first 50k. In all this time that I've been doing business for 2 to 3 months time, I could not raise that amount of money because it was up, down, up, down, up, down, you know. But when I focus in cocoa broking within a period of 1 month, 1 month, 2 weeks, or 1 month, something like that, I had to raise 50k. Like, guys, do you know I valued this money? Like, guys, you cannot even tell me anything at this point because I can slap you and pay. You get it? I can slap you and I can pay. So this is how I actually made my first 50k after school. Thank you all so much for watching. I have a lot of videos to share with you all. If you want to know how I actually left the house after school, let me know in the comment section. If you want to know why I didn't go to the university, let me know in the comment section. I have a lot of things to share with you all. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up for your sister. And when I say thumbs up, it means that there's a button there like this. Click that like button and also share to help somebody. And at the end of this video, I'd like to conclude by saying that never minimize